Okay, in this video, we're going to be writing a rule to describe each of these transformations, and they are all reflections, either horizontal or vertical, across some line, not necessarily an axis, but they're always going to be lines of the form, x equals something or y equals something, horizontal or vertical lines. So let's take a look. All right, the trick to this is, first of all, 9 out of 10 times it's going to be pretty obvious, but not always. So the trick here, put these over here. Okay, a little bit of an adjustment here. Writing across the crack in the table. It's terrible. Okay. So you just got to find, here's B and there's B prime. So B and then there's B prime. That is the reflected image of point B. And you just have to find the point that's halfway between them, right there. And then here is, say, for example, D and D prime. So you got to find the point that's halfway between them. You just count spaces and you see it's right there. And you connect them with a line. And that would be your line right there. And then you just check that is also, that line is halfway between C and C prime and E and E prime, and it is. And the equation for that line is y equals 0. Okay. Next door here, let's see, halfway, draw a line to connect them, and we have y equals 1. Over here, let's see, halfway, connect them with a line, and we have y equals 1. Over here, halfway, connect them with a line, and we have x equals 1. Remember, to identify what the line is, just look, what axis does it go through? And here, you notice it goes through the x-axis at the point where x equals 1. So the equation for the line is x equals 1. All right. So here, we've got, see, halfway. Well, it looks like halfway is easy because it's right there. And halfway between h and h prime is right there. So here, passes through the x-axis at x equals 1. So x equals 1 is your equation. Here, see, halfway, connect them with a line, and it's y equals 0 because it passes through the y-axis at the point where y equals 0. All right. Let's see, next up. Oh, let's see, halfway, connect them with a line, and we have x equals 0 because it passes through the x-axis at the point where x equals 0. You'll notice, of course, that in this case it actually is the y-axis, but we would want to write the equation for the line. Okay. All right, let's see here. Oh, notice here, it's a little tricky. Looks like everything is right on, like, it looks like there's only one picture, and I can see how the letters are sort of on top of each other. So it looks like when this one is reflected, it lands right back on top of itself. So the line that would do that cuts right through the middle. It crosses the y-axis at the point where y equals 1. Here, halfway, draw a line between them, and it's see, crosses through the y-axis at y equals 0. Here, well, halfway, they're right on top of each other. So it's this line right here, crosses through the y-axis at the point where y equals -1. Down here, we've got halfway, connect them, crosses through the x-axis at the point where x equals 2. And here, halfway, and up here, halfway, because they're right on top of each other, connect them with a line, and it crosses through the x-axis at the point where x equals 1. So the trick here is you just have to find the midway point between two pairs. So you've got A and A prime and B prime or whatever. So you're going to find that halfway point in between point and its reflected image and another point in its reflected image, connect them with a line. That's your line of reflection. All right. Good luck with that.